I don't know why I'm doing this, but I figured I'd go ahead and do it just to get it out of my system so I don't have to worry about it. I've been in the last couple of days, I've been wanting to make this type of video. And this video is going to be all over the place. And I don't know what the title is going to be. Whatever you see the title, that's what I decided to be. So today, I really just want to, I guess, encourage you. I don't know why, but that's the thoughts in my head to do that. So here we go. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know you from Adam and Eve, right? I don't know where you're from. I don't know where you live. I don't know your mom and your dad. I don't know anything about you. But I know one thing. You're going through some stuff. You're going through a lot. And probably more than your friends and family and even your significant other knows. Only you know what goes on up here. And you found this video randomly. And I'm a firm believer it reached your feed for a reason. That's just how I believe. I don't know how you believe. I apologize, but that's just how I believe. So, here we are. And I guess to simplify my message to you is don't give up. I know it's simple, and you hear that a lot. And it's easy for me to say over here because I'm not dealing with what you're dealing with, right? Trust me. I understand. But I know one thing in my life. The things that I've been through in life, a lot of mental mountains that I had to overcome. I usually had one person in my corner that kind of kept me anchored down. And let me tell you this story. And I'm not trying to be selfish of myself, but I'm going to tell you a story about myself, and then at the end, I'll encourage you afterwards, if that's okay. So when I was younger, my mom and dad divorced when I was 17. At that time, everybody, divorce was kind of starting to pick up a little more. It was very rare. But when I got a little bit older in high school, it started happening more and more. And in my head, me gullible person that I was like, it won't happen to me. Mom and dad love each other. Well, that happened. And long story short, my mom left my dad. And it almost destroyed me. Mentally. And I started going out a lot because home felt like a lot of memories, right? And I didn't turn to drugs or alcohol because the reason for it is I didn't want to cause pain to my dad that's already going through something. And he loved me and he cared for me, right? So I didn't stay out too late. I might, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I might come back during the weekends or stuff like that. But I did not go too far out. And that was kind of a good thing. Some people don't have that, I understand, right? But I believe some people do. That you have a mom or a dad or a sister or a brother or a friend or a grandma or somebody to anchor you down, to keep you there. Because if you don't have that, sometimes people kind of float away and they kind of get themselves in some trouble. They lose their mind or they lose their self in the situation, and it's sometimes hard for them to come back. And I don't know if that's you. I don't know if you have an anchor. I don't know if you have anybody in your life. But you found me. And I ask you, genuinely care about you. I I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to surrender. I want you to hope for a better tomorrow. And tomorrow might be the same as it was yesterday, but that don't mean to give up. Is if the situation that you're in, whatever it might be, is temporary. Only if you make it. And what I mean by that, you have to work hard. If you have a constant thing and a noise that's just there, if it's mental, insecurities of doubt or abuse or whatever is in this head, you have to, get counseling if you need to. But like myself, I never had that, so I had to deal with that. I had a plan that I was going to deal with these issues that I had before I got married, because it wouldn't be fair to my future wife at the time to have all this junk in my head, in my heart, for her to deal with that as well, because I want her to see me, a better version of me, right? So that's what I did. I have moments where I was like, all right, I'm ready for this, and I would put down my defense, and I would just, don't have escapism, and just deal with it, whatever it might be. And that's what I did. And sometimes it would be some rough nights to, I'll be honest with you. And if some of my people might make fun, and that's okay. It's not the first time, won't be the last time. I had some moments where I was just confused and I cried myself to sleep. But I did not give up. Now, sometimes that giving up is so like, no, it's not like that. It's just like I kept on moving. I kept on moving. I did not sit still. I had I don't want to say a goal. I had a dream to be better. A better person, a better neighbor, a better son, and a better future husband. Am I perfect now? No. Am I still learning? Yes. For you, I don't know your story, but I know you do have a story, and maybe you're on chapter 4, but chapter 5 is going to be better for you, I promise. You just have to find an anchor to keep you grounded, because if you don't, and you lose yourself in the moment and you give in to the noise, it's going to be hard for you to get back to where you need to be. But I'm telling you, whatever you're going through, when you come back on the other end, you're going to be a better person. I know that's very bad to say, but it'll make you stronger. And I'll say this before I go. There's been mountains in my life that I had to overcome. Mountains will happen in your life, and the path that you're on, you will encounter mountains. You encounter lions and bears and tigers. Oh my, you will encounter that most of your life. You're not going to have an easy path sometimes. Sometimes you're going to have the confidence and the strength to overcome it. I use mountain because you can climb a mountain. Tigers and bears and that's a different situation. But going on a mountaintop, you have to have the strength. But if you overcome one, you'll have better, your muscles, you lost some weight. You're getting stronger every mountain, every step that you take. I know that's cliche, but it's the truth. The things that I've been through, I wish I didn't go through it, but I have no regrets. It's made me who I am today. There's times in my life where situations happen, I could have became cold and just being a cold and depressed and bitter person. But I chose not to. I chose that this is not going to make me who that it wants me to be. I'm going to become a better person a better version of myself for my future self. If I had to tell my past self, encourage them, I'd be like, keep on doing what you're doing. And if they would ask me, what's my life, what's our life going to be like, I can't tell them, because if I tell them that all your desires that you have will come to pass, I don't think my past self would have worked hard as I did. You see what I'm saying? That my past self was like, oh, really? So I'll just easy breezy go through this life. Honestly, I think that's what I would do. I would just say, keep on doing what you're doing and work hard. I would say that probably. And that would be a good advice for my past self. But anyways, I'm getting off the rails, but I just wanted to encourage you. If it's just one view, one like, I appreciate you. And if anybody likes this, comment below, let me know, and I might continue doing it. If not, that's cool too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.